Hello everybody, I'm back with a new tutorial on my Teutonic Night. Today I'm going to focus on the skin tones. So I have created a series of, well, first of all I created a master skin tone and then created what my highlights would be, my warm and cool shadows, and then a graying color, and then I created a series of tones from that which I'll start to apply. And my procedure for this is to create very thin tones, very thin, almost like washes that I'll apply in layers, going back over them, to which will help keep the colors rich and deep, but also eliminate brush strokes and things like that, and it'll give the skin a nice texture to it. So what I thought I would do is just kind of show you what I'm doing, and I'll work on just kind of like one side of the face over here. I'll just kind of work on this side, I guess. That way I can keep the video short and you get a nice idea about what I'm doing. And I'll kind of go from there. Alright. So again, for those of you just tuning in or just picking this up, I am using a medium, which is a 50-50 blend of pine gum and linseed oil. And I thought I would start by showing you upside down, if I can do this on camera. Oh, hold on, before I do that, I did go in and paint the eyes. I gave a little bit hard to see, but I went with a gray color for the iris and then painted in the pupil. They are a little bit, the eyes are very squinty, so they're kind of hard to see, but it's in there, trust me. And I did have to do that off camera because there was no way I could do this on camera. And sorry, my cat's pawing at me to pet him. So, alright, let's start off here. Let's see if I can get this in shot. And let's see if I can actually do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paint the inside of the upper eyelid over here. So I take a little bit of my medium and I'm going to go into my darker colors, and I'm just going to thin it out. I'm going to make it very thin using my medium. Because all I want to do is actually just kind of tone the skin down a little bit. Like I said, see if I can keep this in shot and do this over at the camera all at the same time. And doing this will help shape the eye as well. So back over here, I think we're, see that I'm still in focus, hopefully. Just give you an idea. Okay, kind of like that. And I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't look like I put any paint on the figure at all, but I did. The other thing, while I have it upside down, to show you a little bit here, just going to go up underneath the lip over here too. Okay, just kind of like that. And then while he's still upside down, I'll color in underneath of his nose. Kind of like this. Again, sorry if this is a little shaky as I'm trying to work around my camera here. But, okay. And then the last place I'm going to use this darker color is going to be right along his brow and the hat. So again, a little bit of that color. And this is essentially where my darkest darks are going to be, which is why I'm using this Alright, let's flip them over. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work on some of these wrinkles in here using, again, a little bit of, get in focus here, okay. I'm going to go in here, we're going to paint in a little bit of the darkest dark again. Just give some depth to that wrinkle. Make sure I'm in shot. And the same thing. Because the paint is very thin, I end up having to go back a couple of times and just kind of like reload the brush a little bit. It's kind of like that. Now also work a little bit into the inside of the nose in between the eye. And this again also helps get the focus. And then just kind of a little bit over the top, just in that crease of the eyelid. Alright. Now let's allow the eye to start taking shape a little bit. Again, going back. I'm going to fill in this little crease, face, edge the beard a little bit. Now, there are lots of ways to, obviously going about painting face. This is not the only way to do it, right? Just happens to be the way I like to do it. There are lots and lots of ways to do this. You could certainly take these colors and then, you know, as you put down the first, you know, your mid-tone layer of your skin color, and then you can take all your darks and you could blend them while they're wet and work it that way. But it's whatever you decide. So we're going to go over this a little bit. Again, right up here at the top of the crease of his, in between his eyebrows, a little bit up in here. Start to shape those a little bit. And the nice thing is that when we go back over it with the next layers, everything will start to work out pretty well. Just gonna edge in the side of his nose a little bit there. Okay, so now, having done that, I'm going to go into, just to give you a little bit of a contrast as to what I'm doing here. I'm going to go into one of my lighter colors, or actually probably more of my mid-tone here. And I'm just going to go for the bottom of the eye and create that shape for the bottom. So like right under in here. And just create that. And then also over the top of the eye lid, do the same thing. Now let's start working up a little bit on his cheek up here with that same mid-tone color. Just start to kind of give him a little bit of life in here. Do the same thing on his nose. Oops. Make sure I'm in shot. There we go. Good. Now, like I said, short video. Really, when you do this, I'm going to add a little bit more right down the center of this crease. When you do this, this is something that you do in stages. So you pick your, you pick a dark to work with, and then you kind of pick where your midtones are going to start, and you just apply a layer. And usually, because you're putting this on so thin, the paint so thinly, about 24 hours later, it'll be dry enough, and you can go back and you can add the next layers. And you keep building up from there because the paint is so thin it dries very quickly, even though it's oil paint. So I'm going to just kind of, well, actually, I'm going to do one more thing. I am going to add a little bit. I see something I want to work on right now while I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna, video is almost 15 minutes, so then I'll stop it. And like I've done in the past, I will go through and finish the other side of the face with everything that I've just done, and then I will add stills, close-up stills of what I've done. Hopefully it'll look a little bit better. Alright everybody, thank you to all the new subscribers I've picked up. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and look forward to putting up part 7 of this tutorial on painting this night. So talk to you all real soon. Bye.